My name is Adenike Temitope. I'm the director of Foundation for Action Against Regular Migration and Human Trafficking. It's a group of returned migrants where we create awareness and sensitize the youth about the dangers of regular migration and human trafficking in the society. Before the idea of me traveling to Libya, I'm a student in National Open University in Abeokuta. It was my mom friend that introduced me to the idea of going to Libya. We met on Facebook. After some years, we lost our contacts. So we met on Facebook, and I explained my challenge, my current situation with her. Challenges I'm having then is the ability for me to be able to finance my school fees. And she told me the only thing she can use to assist me is me coming down to Libya and work for some months, 3 months. Then after that, I'll be a boss on my own. Though she told me I'm going through Libya by desert, by road. Then I never have the experience of how traveling through deserts looks like, how it looks like, and I see it that talking about Libya is abroad, so I embraced the opportunity. After I moved from Abeokuta to go and try to convince my mom about the journey, I moved to Shagam. We both talked. She was like, "No, you can't go. Just like, let me just give it a try," because she's not learned, and I valued education. She valued education. So we moved. She at the end of the day, my mom friend told me I have to pay a particular amount of money. She had to sell them over property for me to be able to embark on the journey. And we moved from. She told me we are passing through desert, so we need to get jalabia, gari, ekpa, glucose, and milk, cornflakes, and some other things. I don't have enough money, but I just did get the little ones I can get. So after we moved from Shagam to my 12, so from my 12 we moved to Kano. So from Kano we crossed the border. After we crossed the Nigeria border, so that's where there's no network, anything about Nigerian people. So after we crossed the border, we were back on another journey which would take us to Agades. So it was from that Duruku. So it was from that Agades we'll be able to face the real desert journey. So after we move from Agades, that's when we will now be entering the Illos. And from the desert journey to Libya, it takes me like 3 months to get to where I'm going, which is Tripoli. We have a stopover in some community, a place where we call Ghetto, where we meet with some others in Nigeria, which they want to travel to Italy, so they want to cross the Mediterranean Sea. So my own journey ends in Libya. Their own is cousin of the Mediterranean Sea. As we enter Saba, in one ghetto like that, so the person, because they work with connections, they already know the people they will be picking on the road, and they are the people that transport us from that journey are the people that already know that, okay, this is this person's person, this is Alaji's person, this is Alaja's person. So they work hand to hand. So immediately we get to Saba, the person that connect us together and really say, okay, your daughter is here, your girl is here, so they will contact them. So immediately after 2 weeks, she called and they told her she wants to speak with Tokwe, and they hand over the call to me. So we're able to tell her that I'm now in Saba. She now said, okay, the journey is not that far again, but at that end it was like 3 months journey, because I left Nigeria, I left Shagam around July, then I entered Libya around September. So after I reached Libya, and she was just like, I already spent so much time on the road that she needs money. She thought it would be a journey that will end for like maybe 2 weeks, but unfortunately I don't know what happened. She said she has already sold me out to a Ghanaian, and the person that bought me as a bride price, like a new wedded couples in Libya. So they don't want the wife to work, so they now bought me so that I really don't want to work, so instead of her working. So she told me if I left Nigeria that it's 3 months, everything changed. I'll have to pay for 18 months, which is 1 year 6 months. That is not what I've been told before I left home. I cried. This is the journey of no return. I'm already in Libya. I can't turn back because there's nothing for me at home, and I have to pursue the dream. So the next day, the Ghanaians came to pick me. Though I told you I was molested on the road, and I got through. I got pregnant, and they have to abort the pregnancy for me so that I can work. They aborted the pregnancy. It took a lot of pains for me. And after the Ghanaians came to pick me, I was told I have to work for 1 year, 6 months. They took me to a Arab house where I'll be working for 3 months. And after 3 months, I'll be going up for a free of 1 day or 2 days. Things is not that easy. It's not as what I expected. I wish I'm not halfway back on the journey. The survival of the fittest, because I was being given access to call my parents once in a year and once in a month, every last Friday. There's no communication at all. Sometimes I feel bored. I cried because this journey of no return. That is when I even developed the interest of writing, because everything that happened to me in a whole day, I'm a devil of myself. I'm an angel of myself. I see myself alone because the people I'm working with we are not from the same language. So we interact. We note the language barrier is still there for me. The trauma, the kind of trust I see in my mom friend, I see mother figure now, then everything just end up like that. The way I was being treated as a slave. The kind of food I was being given. The communication, getting access to my family back in Nigeria, and even the work self. I have to work for 1 month every month. These people will come and collect the money, 600, and that's 60,000 Nigerian money, and I don't even get access to 5,000 naira. I worked for 1 year, 6 months, and after 1 year, 6 months, my mama they cry for me, say me I dey come back home. Because for the whole 1 year, 6 months I spent in Libya, I could not be able to even send 1 ruba, 1 kobo back home. And it's going to 2 years. What is my achievement? And then there was a serious fight in Libya. So that is when they were deporting people. There's a friend of mine. I will continue. See, there's nothing about me. I don't forget my foundation, and I don't forget people that have helped me when I was in tears. There's a friend of mine, Oguni Ishe. She was just like, tell me, you don't need to be here. Come back home. And she helped me to write a petition letter to the embassy. Then she wrote from Nigeria, and the embassy called me. That is when the embassy is still good, not now. The embassy called me and they said, okay, you can come for your interview. They invited me. I went there and I submitted the necessary documents. So that was 2017 December. 2018, I got a call that my traveling certificate is ready, that I'm among those people that will be moving in the next flight. I was happy. Though I don't have anything with me, no money, but I have some clothes, like at least. And the only money I could save up then was 60 dinar, which is, when I think it was $100. I was even happy, at least going back home with peace of mind. I want to go and see my family. I want to go and see my mom. And I miss my daughter, because I have a daughter before I left Nigeria then. So on my way, going to the embassy, I got arrested by the Libyans illegal police. And they collected everything I worked for the 2 years, which is $100. They collected it from me. And I was raped inside the car, and they took me to prison. So they took me inside the car and they took me to prison after they raped me. It was that time, the ambassador came from Nigeria to visit those people that are in detention center, they're in prison. I was not able to be there. They put me inside one office like that. They collected everything. They collected my phone, my luggage, and everything. So after the ambassador have left, they now took me to the prison. As I opened the gate of the prison like this, I was down. Because they have the prison for females and they have for the male. So they took me to the female one, and I was crying. It was not even only Nigerians. We have from Mali, Ethiopia, Sweden, Ghana, Togo. We have them in that prison. And I was able to ask what happened. Because some of them want to cross the Mediterranean Sea and they got caught and they took them to prison. Some were with a baby, some were with pregnancy. They were just like the pregnancy, maybe after they got pregnant are in Libya, maybe for 1 month or 2 months. They want to go and give birth in China so that they can have a document. They got them arrested. I was able to spend like 3 weeks in the prison before they told me there's a particular police officer that normally got people bail if you can be able to give him money. So I went to go and meet him and he told me that okay, that you should be able to. And then I called my mom in Nigeria, just like she had been looking for me. I said, see, I don't carry myself, just find a way. So they negotiated on the particular amount and my mom don't have money, so she has to go and sell some of her property also. And they have to wire the money so in Nigeria. It's person saying in Libya that I have Nigerian accounts. So they wire the money. After some days, they come and took me from the prison that they really sent money. So on my way, stepping out, so there's a particular person that arrested me in Gogo. So it's different from the person I went to meet that is doing the negotiation in the prison. So I was able to step out of the prison. That's when this police again, the one that arrested me, some of my friends have been calling because they have already collected all my phone and everything. They have been calling and they really bargained to a particular amount of money again. I was like, Then you now use an Italian language. Though I don't hear Italian language, but you now use another Italian language. I don't hear it very well. That you should collect the money and return me back to the prison. That's some of my friends have already talks about bargain of amount. So they now use money. They now use gun to collect the money, and they took me back to prison. I was even crying in front of the prison gate that if you want to kill me, just kill me. At this moment, I won't die, because no hope for me at all in Libya, no hope. So it was then. There is one police officer that saw me. I was like, this is a Ramo. But since I said I'm a Ghanaian, I know I'm using a Ghanaian passport, and my name is changed to Ibrahim Aishat, because they sold me out to a Ghanaian, so I'm using a Ghanaian passport. That there are some people that are working for him that are Ghanaians. Okay, he will just try to take me there so that we can interact as brothers and sisters. So he now took me from that prison secretly that night too, and he took me to the Ghanaians. And that Ghanaians, it was night. Do you believe that in the morning, these Ghanaians, they already paid this man money that they need somebody that they want to buy. And he now used me to represent it. And I was like, in the morning, I was like, I'm not a Jedid. Jedid means I'm not a newcomer in Libya. So you can't tell me that I already spent almost 2 years to work for somebody, and you can't tell me that you bought me. The person that they bought me to is a Ghanaian. I hear Ghanaian language, and I was like, Boko, it is sign. Please, forget I say I'm a Nigerian. See, I can't withstand the pains again, because I've already worked for 1 year, 6 months. Now I don't know how many years it's going to take for me to be able to fund the money. You say you bought me. You know, I was like, we drag it to. Then I have to call my Ghanaian boss. But those ones, there's nothing they can do. The only thing they can do is for me to just find my way to escape from the house, because everybody is scared. After a whole thing and everything, just okay, and they have somebody that is going toward my house, because I stay in village, Gazakiat, and they took me there and I'll pay them for the transportation. I was even happy. The person that was inside the car was a female, and it's from Remo, this community, Jebu, Ishara, not from Shagam, but we interact. I was like, okay, you dropped me in the front of the house, and we just pay for the transportation, which is 200 dinar, which is 20,000 Nigerian money. This person, when they were in front of my house, like, they just drove up. And before we come out for Libya, they don't tell me, say, may I put on this thing, something to cover my face, like we normally cover our face, since it's a Muslim country. I was crying bitterly. I was crying. This girl did not release me. They have to go and sold me out to a downtown, which is called Musrata. It's from that little place to Kano. They have to go and sold me out to Musrata. And that place, na Brotten House. I could not even imagine how we were being molested, we were being maltreated in that place. I can remember the day when I said, I know if you do this work, where I just say, even they do strong head. I was stripped naked for a whole day. And people were coming in, pressing me. I could not even imagine about 10 to 15 men in a day. I met some people there. it was, up to now, I cannot even get that trauma out of my head.
So how long did you spend there?
I spent like 2 weeks there. I don't feel like I do the work with force. I don't feel like I do the work with force, with pains. But God saved me one day. I found my way to escape. Because that day, not saying that legal work they do. So they don't fit keep us there for overnight. They normally carry us for outside daybreak. We will go outside daybreak, work. So in the morning, they go bring us. How the first one they brought to the house that very day. So something just came inside of me to just find my way. I climbed a fence and I escaped. That's how I escaped from the house. And I saw somebody that helped me. I interact in English, that one no here. In Yoruba, you know here. That one just did. But God just saved me that day. So that time I found my way to go to the embassy. Everyone say they don't. I said no, they look for me again. I don't carry myself come. They say okay, maybe I should go and find a way to see. And like Libya at that time said, don't they scare me? Because I don't trust anybody. I say okay, if to say for me to be sleep on the floor rather, in this embassy till when the government is going to bring, because I don't say I don't miss my flight. So I stayed in the embassy for like 3 weeks before federal government could send a charter flight then. So they brought us back to Nigeria. That was around February.
What year?
February 2018. No, I missed my first flight during 2017 December. So after they dropped us at Cultural Center in Abeokuta. They told our parents come and use their national ID card or any miscellaneous come and take us. And they'll be given 5,000 naira for empowerment. So after that, I returned 2019, I developed the interest of talking to people, sharing my experience, being an advocate, because I don't want a situation whereby the vulnerable, the potential migrants are going to fall victim. Because human trafficking is real. And I set up my NGO and started moving around, going to schools, any social places of social gatherings, where we'll be able to market sensitization, churches. And last year I was able to write a book which is called Temitope My Journey, and I launched it. And I don't give it, I give it out to people for free. I did not sell my book because I want a situation whereby migration content, stories are easily accessible by the student or the potential migrant, the community at large. So that is everything about Adenike, the advocates.